Oh no! You thought styrofoam boxes were only for storage? Not at all. With just one styrofoam box, you can grow a tomato plant loaded with fruit like this. It doesn't take much time or effort, just a few simple tricks. And today, I'm going to share them all with you. Let's see how many tomatoes we can harvest from just one styrofoam box. Let's go! First, I'll reuse these 6 styrofoam boxes I already have at home. As you can see, they're pretty old and worn, but they still work perfectly fine. There's a large hole in each box, so I'll cover it with a piece of cardboard. Next, fill each box about 2/3 full with organic soil. I've mentioned this many times before, but it's worth repeating. Loose, organic soil helps retain moisture, provides nutrients, and creates a good environment for tomato roots to adapt and grow strong. And here are our stars, the tomato seedlings I bought from a nursery. Their roots are already well developed. Gently remove each seedling, keeping the root ball intact. Dig a small hole, place the seedling inside, and cover the roots with soil. Plant the remaining seedlings into the styrofoam boxes one by one. Then spread some dry straw around the base. Straw helps retain moisture, stabilize soil temperature, reduce evaporation, and suppress weeds. As it breaks down, it also adds organic matter to the soil. Can't find straw? No problem. Wilted or dried grass works too. Finally, water lightly to moisten the soil. Don't overwater, as tomatoes don't like waterlogged roots. After 2 weeks, the tomato roots have adapted to their new environment, and the plants are about 8 to 12 inches tall. Now it's a good time to build a support frame. First, place 4 strong bamboo poles at the 4 corners. Connect the posts on each side with bamboo poles and secure them with wire. Actually, besides bamboo, you can use wooden sticks, iron rods, or any other material you have. Then, lay longer bamboo poles across the frame and tie them firmly. Finally, add another set of poles in the opposite direction to create evenly spaced squares. Did you know that tomatoes are closely related to potatoes and bell peppers? It may sound surprising, but it's true. Even though they look and are used very differently, all 3 belong to the nightshade family. Tomato and potato plants even share several similar growth characteristics. And there we have it, a sturdy tomato trellis. After 25 days, the tomatoes are growing strongly. The plants have reached the trellis, with plenty of healthy green leaves. And look, they're already starting to form flower buds. That's a good sign that the plants are developing well. After 30 days, I came out to check the tomatoes and, oh no, they've been attacked by leaf miners. I quickly removed the leaves with white winding trails and cut off some dried, damaged branches. The infestation looks pretty serious. The plants are starting to look weak and sparse. To help control the leaf miners, besides removing badly damaged leaves, I'll show you a simple homemade spray. Prepare 1 liter of clean water, 5 to 6 peeled garlic cloves, and 2 to 3 hot chilies. Crush or blend the garlic and chilies with a little water, then let the mixture soak for 8 to 12 hours. Strain it thoroughly. Dilute the liquid with 1 liter of clean water and lightly mist both sides of the leaves. It's best to spray early in the morning or late in the afternoon. When plants are weakened by pests and poor nutrition, it's important to remove badly damaged growth and replenish nutrients. So I'll apply a small amount of NPK fertilizer around the base to support recovery and new growth. Cover it with a thin layer of organic soil, then water lightly so the fertilizer dissolves gradually. Keep monitoring the plants and remove any newly damaged leaves. After 40 days, great news! Because I caught the problem early, my tomatoes have recovered well. The plants are producing lots of flowers, and some have already set their first fruits. The stems have grown even higher than the trellis, so I'll gently guide them onto the frame and secure them with soft ties. Be very careful to avoid snapping the stems. Do you know why tomatoes still need a trellis, even though they aren't true climbing plants? Tomatoes are herbaceous plants with relatively soft stems. As they grow and carry more leaves and fruit, the stems may not be strong enough to support everything on their own. That's why we use stakes or trellises to keep them upright and prevent them from falling over. And look at those tiny round tomatoes. Aren't they cute? After 60 days of care, the plants are growing much more steadily. New leaves are coming back, and many fruits have already formed. A few tomatoes are even starting to turn yellow, but I still feel the fruits could develop better. So now, I'll mix a bucket of organic soil with a little well-rotted cow manure and finely crushed eggshells, then apply it around each plant. This mixture adds organic matter, nutrients, and a slow-release source of calcium. It also helps keep the soil loose and moist so the tomatoes can continue developing their fruits. Let's water lightly so the nutrients can soak into the soil. After 80 days, the tomatoes have had enough time to absorb the nutrients. Look at them now. Large, round, juicy, and fully red. The plants have filled a whole corner of my yard. It's finally time to harvest. But before harvesting, I'll remove some old, yellow, and diseased leaves. This helps improve airflow, lets more light into the plants, and makes harvesting easier. Now that the plants are cleaned up, let's pick the tomatoes. Use one hand to gently support the fruit and the other hand to cut the stem with scissors. If you want the plants to keep producing, don't pull or twist the fruits too hard. Cutting them helps avoid damaging the fruit and branches, giving the plants a better chance to keep producing later. Tomatoes are low in calories, rich in vitamins and antioxidants, and very easy to use in everyday meals. After harvesting, you can make salads, pasta sauce, soups, stir-fries, and many other dishes. Here's a little tip. The lycopene in tomatoes is absorbed better when the tomatoes are cooked with a small amount of fat. And that's it! After 80 days, those tiny tomato seedlings have turned into a basket full of ripe, red tomatoes. All that care was worth it, right? Like and follow the channel for more useful gardening tips. See you!